Greetings friends and fellow gamers, and welcome to Reapers and Renegades 183rd episode. I'm Adam, your host, and today we're on Days Gone again. And of course, if you enjoy this episode, then please do remember to hit that like button. It really does help the channel a lot, guys and girls. And if you're new to the channel, then please remember to hit that subscribe button for regular episodes on the games we all have to play. And also please remember to hit that bell for notifications of our latest episodes. Okay, so today we're going to be continuing on with the challenges, and as promised I'm going to do a tutorial for you guys. But we're going to make this a slightly different tutorial, as in rather than just showing you quickly the locations and then how I get a gold, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to do a full run through for you. So if all you want to see is how to actually get 250,000 and how to actually just get the gold, then I suggest that all you do is you just watch the very beginning part until I get the gold. That'll show you enough information on how to do it, what's the best route, where the guns are that I use to do that, obviously. And then after that I'm going to push on for what I call the gravy, and I'll actually do a complete episode, hopefully as much as we can fit in. I mean, what I'd like to do is get to about sort of the 45-50 minute mark and decide to make like a kind of last stand, you know, not allowed to heal ourselves anymore because we'll have to end the episode. But possibly I could die a lot earlier than that, because you do get a lot of freakers. But obviously I will be showing the location of the meds, the locations of the weapons I use, and a few that we go past that I don't. Now I must say a huge thank you and a massive shout out to Dennis Laville for once again leaving us a comment or a tip in the form of a comment on one of our previous episodes. I think it was on 181 on our first look episode, but he actually told me where the growler is. And that is awesome, and I will show you guys during this tutorial. So a huge shout out and a massive thank you to you, Dennis, for once again, you know, supporting the channel and helping and sending along another a very useful tip. Awesome, mate, awesome. Thank you so much. There are other weapons. And if there's anything that you're particularly looking for, leave a comment in the section below. I do know where all the weapons are. I will be able to answer and tell you where to find it, or indeed put together a little mini-sode showing you where it is if necessary. Okay, guys and girls, but what we're going to do is we're going to use Sarah. We're going to use the bullets ring, because obviously we're going to be rolling a lot and we do want that full reload on roll. It's a lot quicker and easier than actually just reloading. I use the ram ring because there is so much to climb, and getting that stamina back just means you can sprint a lot more, which with Sarah is how I stay alive. So for me, they're the best two rings. I have tried swapping that one out for the Lionheart, and it does work, and it does give you a lot of extra focus back. But for me personally, I rely more on the stamina, if you understand what I mean. So it's a better build for me, but I have occasionally swapped that one out for the Lionheart. Okay, so obviously we've got all the patches running. Right, so let's get this started by holding down square, and right, wish me luck, guys and girls. Okay, and right from the start, as you can see, we've got the SAF rifle up here. Now I don't bother grabbing that. What you want to do is come straight down here, jump down here now, run, because obviously we've got timing. We want to get where we're going. Right there, there's the PPSH there, and just here we've got the RPD as I've shown in my previous ones. Now we're going to leg it back. We want to obviously conserve some of our stamina, but also get back as fast as we can. A little bit of a vault there to grab a bit more stamina. Bear in mind, if you are in the vaulting ring, every time you climb you do gain stamina. Now just on the right there is where we're going to grab our not focus, stamina cocktails from, and obviously as you saw there, there's the right, just to the right there, there's the SSR sniper rifle. Can't quite see it, but to the right there you can see the guys coming down, and that's what we're trying to get ahead of to get round to here. Excuse me, to grab the bandages. So now we've got ourselves the RPD and the bandage. Right, because as I said, in this tutorial I'm going to be showing you the route I use. I'm sure there are other routes that are just as useful, maybe even better, but anyway, opening up on them to get them to come over to us. And as they start getting close, hit that can, a bit early, but okay. As they start getting close, obviously backing up, now we want to think about hitting that can, and there's loads of them already. I'll use a bit of focus. Just hit that can right so we get some kills. Right now there's the MG45 on the bottom of that silo. You could just see it as I turn the camera then. There will be a chance in this, obviously I'm hoping to sort of show exactly where they are, but I'm sure most of you have found all the guns already. I will be discussing where they are as I go past them. But as you can imagine, it's not going to be easy to actually sort of show because there's so many things to chase us. But right, now leading up here, you can go either way, either side of these rocks. I think the top way is actually quicker and leads them in a more, they seem to follow the pheromones of you. You know, wherever you run, they seem to, the majority of them run. But again, getting into here, because I call this whole length of the back of this part Death Alley, and this is a really good place because it bottles them up. And it also means that when you run back round here, you can grab your ears, because we need the ears to get more guns. We can't pick up bullets, we have to buy another gun. Which is why I think the RPD is such a good weapon to start with, because it's so cheap. It's only 43 careers, and you get 375 spare ammo plus the full clip, and obviously it seriously mows through things. You know, if you've got the previous patches for the bullet penetration and things, it's very handy. But again, running around here, and obviously I'm not explaining what I'm doing because it's pretty straightforward. Now obviously all that length of that back I consider sort of Death Alley, because like I say, it can be used. Now as you see them coming in on the left, you want to keep moving, keep ahead of them. Obviously that's where the RPD is again. And we've now got this explosive here, but according to the map we've got some coming from the right. Yeah, we've got quite a lot coming, so let's see if we can take that out and get there you go, some more for our, blow them up and burn them and things. Right now, again important, just here now, I know I can see them coming from the right, but here we have the focus cocktails, which we're one ear short, typical. Okay, no worries, we'll come back round. But there's the focus cocktails, obviously. I've told you where the stamina ones are, but I will show you because we will be picking some up. Because obviously they're very, very useful, especially if you want to do a prolonged run. Now can I hit that can? No, it's not going to go. Right, we need to move. Okay, so we're out of ammo. We need to get either a new gun or obviously refill this one. So let's I'll go and get the Chicago chopper next to show you. Oh, hang on, I haven't got the ears to get it. Oh, crikey. Right, okay, no problem, no problem. Right, we'll just push through. We'll push through and go back round. Got to get round and grab some ears because we can't pick up the gun until we've got the ears to buy it. Okay, so we'll jump back down here. And let's just grab what we can from here. Oh, can I get through? Yeah, cool. Okay, now we've got 54 ears, which is plenty to go and grab ourselves another RPD. So, while we're doing that, there's the SSR I was talking about, the sniper. Then just on here, you've got the SWAT 10. Opposite it, you've got the little stubby shotgun. There you've got the, I'm not sure what that one was, sorry, can't remember. There you've got the frag grenade. And just up here, the RPD. Now, we will be grabbing a lot of this towards the end of the run, but this is going to be a very long run, guys. Hopefully. Excuse me, guys and girls, because obviously I'm going to be trying to get as high a score as I can inside the time of an episode, because to be honest with you, from my practice runs and things, it's really when your own focus goes, and I'm not talking about focus in the game, it's, I mean, after say, you know, an hour and 10 minutes of constantly fighting the hordes, you start making mistakes, you know, after sort of 30 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever, you know, your attention starts to go, and as you can see, I did there, got myself caught. But if you get caught, keep rolling, push towards the gaps where the thinnest amount of them are, and you will break through normally. Okay, if they get all around you and it gets too deep, you'll just go into that overhead swarm animation of you getting killed, basically. Sorry, so as you can see, we just sort of rinse and repeat and going over the same areas as much as we can at the beginning to build up the ears, and also to build up the amount of freakers we're getting, because like all of the infinite hordes, obviously it does spawn them. Like, you know, you'll get one horde at the beginning, then you'll get a couple of hordes, then three, and I haven't bothered counting, but I imagine it gets up to 10, 15 hordes spawning at a time. It gets to the crazy state. Right, there's the eliminator pistol, which we'll probably grab later, but not just now. Now these skills that are here, they are very good skills, but I pretty much don't really bother with them. Right, there's the attractor, and let's grab our first surprise box. We do need to hit 3 of those for a bronze. We can get golds in all the others. Right, okay, now obviously, using our dodges and things. Okay, I'll jump up here. I didn't grab the Molotov. I haven't got enough to grab the napalm. Okay, we've got a grenade in our hand or something, I think. Let's just throw this down and get them. I normally throw 2 here to get the ones coming up behind. And what am I doing? That's an attractor. Oh, wow, that was a mistake. Right, we've still got 1 left. I'll get the rifle. Get the rifle. Okay, right, let's just make up. We'll grab them while they're swarming on that end as they're climbing up. Get a few more kills and get that again, the multiplier, we have to concentrate on keeping that oh my god, I did not realise he was there. Okay, right, so up here, getting a bit ahead of the, right now down there is the MG55, so let's go. Oh, I didn't see you either. Bugger. Right, roll to reload. If you're wondering why I roll all the time, it's literally because it keeps the gun topped up. There's the MG55's there, one of my favourite guns in the game. And there's the MG45, as I said, so, you know, plenty of machine gunnery round there. Now, yes, I know some of you are thinking, why didn't I go and get the Growler? And as I said earlier, a big shout out to Dennis Laval for his information on the location of the Growler. I have used it in the practice. It is an amazing gun, and as I was saying, I mean, if you get your route right, because of the fact you get your time back by killing them, if you can be picking up ears and grabbing yourself RPDs, MG55s, ball pups and Chicago choppers and the Growler, which is obviously what Dennis told me where it is, and again, big shout out and a thank you to you, Dennis, for the tip, then obviously you can perpetually just keep going. Like I say, it's when you lose focus, you know, when you start to get a little bit tired, when you know, start to slip up and make mistakes, and because it gets to the point where there are just so many freakers. But if you've got that Growler, I mean, it's incredible. We'll probably make our last stand at the end, because I've got a feeling that we're going to reach the sort of 50-minute mark, and I'm going to have to let myself die, as I'll show you. So if you are just watching this tutorial to learn how to get a gold, then obviously keep watching, guys, obviously, because we will hit the gold, and I will obviously say at that point that we're going on for the gravy to see how high we can possibly be, because I know there are some of you out there that are obviously struggling with this. I understand it's not as easy for everybody as it, you know, some people are better at certain things than others, you know, some people like the bike races, some people like the hordes, some people just hate the challenges in general, you know. So if you are having trouble, I do hope yourself I haven't got any ammo, because I'm talking. Right, so grabbing the RPD again, and again, like I say, it's because I get so much ammo, that's why I grabbed this one. Now later I might grab the MG55, but I just like this gun. It's sort of cost to amount of killability and ammunition is just awesome. You know, it really is just a well-priced weapon. Okay, if they hadn't been there, I'd have grabbed the stamina, which we could have done, but okay, gives me a chance to come around here right now. Okay, right, on this left here we've got proximity mines. I would have grabbed them, but here we've got the bullpup, and I'm going to grab that. Okay, now we've got two guns, right. And then over here, the reason I climbed up was to get the angle to come over here. The health cocktails, we'll grab those now. And then obviously we're going to run through here, and we should have a nice bottleneck behind us. This would be an excellent place to bring the Growler later, actually, if we can get them all following us like this. Because as you can see, I mean, it's a case of learning the map. Obviously, sorting out the route that we take is kind of circular. Yeah, you do have to deviate every now and again, obviously. Now that's a good one on that wall there. We got 2 kills, 1 bullet. That one adds extra penetration, and the MG45 there again. But as you see, we're just sort of using the same route, grabbing the weapons when we need them, to try and build up the amount of actual freakers that are actually following us, and also to build up, you know, try and keep the multiplier, etc. Now running through here, I can see our multiplier is getting low, so we're going to need to turn very, very soon. Probably about this corner. No, we turn now. And get them on the corner, because that seems more sensible. Right, so yep, let's take one of those so we can heal. Obviously that'll keep me healing if one of them runs up behind me in the sack. Occasionally like that, you get folk like that. Get focus, I flick my eyes down just as he slapped me. Well, again, as soon as something's on the other side of you, if you don't see it coming like that, just get out. You know, don't stand around unless you may be firing a very, very powerful machine gun, one of the better MGs, maybe the MG55, and if you've got the Growler, maybe just spin in a circle or something. But we'll try all that sort of stuff out in a while. Right, but then again, as you can see, it's just sort of rinse and repeat, the same areas, because you know where your choke points are, and this way you keep running over them for your ears. But again, coming through here, because I think now's a good, we could grab that box. No, what we're going to do is going to get our last attractor. I'm going to throw it there, because that should keep them off our back when we get up here. Grabbing a few more ears. Let's grab ourselves some napalm, because they're always good. You only get a couple, but we'll throw one in there and get those. And we'll throw one about there. So that we'll just jump up here. Okay, and as I was saying before and showed you, the 55 is down the sort of gangplank conveyor belt. But if you jump off of here, and I've gone too far. Okay, I'll show you in a minute, but that would have been where the growler is. It's one level higher than where I stopped, sort of on the middle one. Right, now change that out for the Chicago chopper because of the big, I prefer it for horde fighting because of the bigger magazine. I really do. Whoa, my lord! And I didn't mean to run into them, but not a problem. Should have been looking at the map. Okay, we've got plenty of them on us. Let's rack up some more time and some more kills. Like I say, you don't really have to worry too much about the challenges. Worry about getting 3 of the boxes. It's up to you if you hang around. Now, I'm pretty sure that you don't get attacked while you're inside the zone, but the minute that zone disappears, you don't want them to be all around it, surrounding it, because obviously that's just going to kill you. So, in all fairness, I've sat by, I'm not sat by them, I've waited at them, and invariably, if it gives me something I'm going to pick up, it's normally like a med or a stim. Every time it just seems to bring up, you know, terrible weaponry you wouldn't choose over the ones you actually buy. It is free weaponry though, so you know it might be worth it. I mean, you can even get a growler out of there, but most of the time it seems to want to offer me like an eliminator pistol or a shotgun or something. Do you know what I mean? Which is just not what I need. If it's the pistol, I'll grab it, you know, for free sort of thing. But I don't want to swap out my other weapons because I paid for those because I like the use of them. You know, the amount of ammo, the penetration that they provide with the packs and things. And again, as I was saying, just using the same areas. I know it might be a bit of a boring view, but literally, trust me, this works. You know, if you've got your, find your own area. I mean, I would suggest the other side, but be very careful on the other side because of the water. If you fall in there is plenty of deep water, and she has the same problem as Deke. She doesn't swim well. You don't get long to get to the shore before you'll drown. I have actually drowned on this challenge. But again, staying ahead of them all, which is why you see I often don't go any further towards the water. It's especially up here where it gets deep, right by the actual mill itself. But anyway, let's get ourselves up there now and see if we can get that growler. And get this party a bit more. And grab a few more tractors on the way as well, because they are always handy. What could I throw one there? Okay. Probably grab some Molotovs as well. Rather than some napalm rather than the mollies, because they do larger areas, although you do get more of the Molotovs because we need those ones for the explosives and burn kills. And again, what I should have done the first time, this is what I was trying to do, was basically get a couple of big explosions of flame down there to set a load of them alight, but I ended up throwing my attractors because stupid. But anyway, right, so dropping down onto this one and then onto this one, and then here it is, the growler. Now she's going to cost more obviously each time, but she comes with some good ammo and things. Right, so jumping in there, jumping back down here. Okay, now that will do you a little bit of damage, but if you jump off from the high, you'll take a lot more damage, and it's a lot more potentially lethal. You know, that way is the sort of minimum damage I can find to get down. And again, getting them all behind us, because that's what we want. Right, now obviously our next thing is going to have to be thinking about getting our cocktails. We still need to pick up focus and stamina, and they're going to be amazingly useful with guns like this. But obviously, now that you've seen the weapon locations of what I use, I mean, occasionally I change between the machine guns, and pretty much I just use the Chicago chopper and the bullpup and the growler, because there is no need for anything else. I mean, yes, I do use a few grenades, and I do use a few Molotovs and napalms and things and the tractors, but invariably it's really just getting the growler. But I mean, you can get it earlier, and I'm sure you can probably, I mean, I think the top score on this is something ridiculous, like 275 million or something. I mean, to be honest with you, I'll obviously be aiming to improve on my previous score of 1.1 million, but I'm not worried about getting anything in the hundreds. I mean, how many hours, I can't imagine how long it would actually take, even with incredible multipliers, you know. I think the highest multiplier I've had so far is about 800. Now I'm sure there's people out there that can get thousands and thousands, you know, but I like to err on the side of caution and stay a little bit ahead. I mean, I will let them get up close on me, but there you go, there's the goal. We finally hit the 250,000. Again, a lot of it is down to this growler, because as you can see, it just eats them. No, we don't want to end it there, although we did get a gold. But if you are just here for the gold, like I say, all the footage now is just going to be me pushing the score as much as I can. We may discover some new little trick or something, but if you were just here to learn how to actually get the basic 250,000, then that's it. Right, let's grab some focus, and obviously in that case, thank you for viewing, and I'll see you in the next episode. And anybody who's still here obviously wants to see how high we can get it, so let's see what we can do. But you know, this is all gravy now. We've got the gold, so basically, as you can see, that method will work. But right, so let's just, you know, concentrate on these a minute. And can I get that now? I might have left the note. I got it. I was a bit worried I left that a bit later. What we're talking about, just mow everything down in front of me. Yeah, that's a good choke point, because they literally have nowhere else to go. Okay, but now we need to move this track. Okay, so. Trying to think a minute, guys, what else we've got to do. We need the cocktails and things, don't we? Still, we need the cocktails and things. It's not worth it from that range, if you're wondering why I didn't fire. Yeah, I don't need to worry about them getting up on me. We've got nearly 3 minutes. We've got plenty of time. I can hear one though. Is that just their generic noises? Yeah, it doesn't seem to be anything on the map. Okay, let's carry on and get them before they get to us. Right, so first of all we'll go for the stamina cocktails, because obviously they're very handy when you come into the running parts. Which is pretty much all of it. But here you go, here's the stamina cocktails I said earlier. But I didn't grab them at the beginning because they were 15 ears and we only had 10, having spent 40 of our 50 on the RPD. But like I say, for the amount of ammo and that you get, I think it's the best value starting weapon. And that's why I don't waste my first 10 on the SAF, because I want 5 for the bandages, so that I can heal if I need to. But we're just going to move around here now. We're not going to get the flashbangs. Well, they are useful, but I don't really use them. I'd rather spend the money on frags. Now, because we picked that up, we dropped that, but you can pick it back up, okay? So be very aware, if you're going to use something that goes into your hands or pick something up, it will make you drop the growler. But just pick it back up as you saw me do, or leave it there, and then if you run over it with another growler, as I've done before, you will actually get more ammo. You'll get reserve ammo for it, so you can reload it, or indeed you can just run around and pick them back up later. You can drop them at strategic points if you wish to, but normally it's because you throw a tractor or something and like, well, hang on, why haven't I got my growler? Or as it was to me, I threw in a tractor, didn't have my growler. Oh, look at them coming down there. That's going to be a lovely line. Yeah, get quite a few there. Multiplier built back up, because that's the problem, is running around like that to get the bits. You run out of multiplier. Right, but what I should have done is grab some focus cocktails. Oh no, we did that already. No, my bad, we did that. And yeah, stamina was the last ones we needed. Yeah, we've got all 3, my bad. Right, now we've got some in there like that. You see, now I'm just talking about it and I've done exactly that. Because I've put down the attractor there, on now the other side of that box is our growler. But we know where it is. We'll leave it there. We've got the RPD. This is why we buy the gun. So let's get ourselves back round and grab ourselves another growler. Oh, yeah, there's some coming round. See, they're spawning now. More hordes coming from the other direction. Okay, we're not going to grab the box this time because that'd just be stupid. There's this many around us coming from so many directions. Grab some more napalm. Jumping up. Let's get that. Alright, throw one in the middle because that'll help everybody. And then throw one on the edge to get the ones coming up. Right. Straight over, let's grab ourselves another growler. Come on, being careful because I don't want to overstep like I did the first time. Right, and that's the second growler right now. Oh, careful to land on this roof, because it is a long way down, otherwise you will take massive damage. In fact, if you're wounded, I think you'll just die outright. Okay. Right now, all heading behind us. We should have a good group behind us again. Okay, right now, let's take ourselves a focus cocktail and get going. Obviously got the few second wind up for the actual barrels, but I'm sure you've all used a growler by now. I'm sure you used it on the I forget what it was called now, the one that Dead Before Daylight or something like that. The one we did last week, where we were inside, trapped inside with the growler upstairs in the bedroom. I'm pretty sure everyone got used to using the gun in there. But if you're not aware, you do have a couple of second delay. And again, watching our... I know I've been chatting, but I was looking up then, sorry. Watching our actual multiplier, because, you know, this is, with this weapon, you don't want to lose your multiplier. Because obviously you're going to be killing so many so quickly. And it's, one, a great way of building up the multiplier, but also, obviously, you want as many points, sorry, or as much of a score out of each kill. But again, and now you know next time we run over this part, because we always keep running through the same bits, we've got another load of ears. Obviously we're not short of ears at the moment, but you know, we want to keep using the growler. It does go up by about 50 ears a time. Everything does. They don't all go up by 50. You know, they go up, some of them go up by like 5s and things like that. It all depends. But you know, the more expensive weapons seem to go up by, you know, the bigger amounts, obviously. But they do, every time you buy one, it's more expensive for the next one. So, you know, your ability to keep fighting is really down to your attention span, your ability to stay ahead of the horde like that. Oh, cool, they're on me again. So this is the problem when you're actually trying to chat and do it. Okay, right. I'm going to go to the thinnest parts. And this hopefully we'll roll through. Yep, okay. Literally, that's how you do it. You just got to look for the thinner areas. Right. Let's get ourselves another focus cocktail, because we should have a nice spread here. And the thing is, this gun is so dangerously OP, if you like, from the freaker perspective. I'm not suggesting I want anybody to nerf anything. It's just right. This gun is just right. Do not do anything to this gun. But from a freaker's perspective, it's got to be the OP nightmare weapon, hasn't it, to see your opponent with, you know? But it is such a nice gun. I really hope that they've put this gun in New Game Plus. Even if we can't carry it and it's just, you know, there at just horde fights. Okay, right, now I don't know why I ran into there. Probably because I was talking and not paying attention. I was going to grab the bullpup, but then I realised I've got a full Chicago chopper, or nearly full Chicago chopper on the back, which means more magazine, which is really all that's important. It's the sort of levels that we're playing at, if you understand what I mean. It's the amount of bullets. The damage between the bullpup and the chopper is not that much difference. It's not like it takes 2 or 3 bullets to kill from the chopper. I think 1 bullet actually drops a regular swarmer from the chopper, so the extra bullets do pay off, and the larger magazine size, you know, means you can get more out of your focus without having to keep reloading. But anyway, so what are we up to now? We've hit just over the 1/2 mil. Okay. Right, and obviously, let's see what we can get here. Now that we should be able to let these get up quite close if we have to. I mean, I often don't. I err on the side of caution because obviously longevity, more points. And, oh, I've gone up. Okay, now if you come up here, just by this tree, you can hear, and you will sort of slide down rather than landing heavy, so that you won't take damage from the drop. That's another little tip, although I'd suggest that you try not to go up there. And if you have to, you can just pop back, or you can just run along to the actual other end of it and then down the hill. But I drop down because it will then bring them along, and as you see, oh, we're empty. Okay. Time to dump that one out. Yeah, I think we'll go Chicago chopper. Like we did before, roughly, you know, going for as many headshots as we can get, but we're literally just after kills. Because obviously, especially seeing as this is just gravy, right, so we're on this, just past the 3/4 mil mark now. Ooh, that's getting low now. Okay. Right, we've got more. Don't worry about the multiplier again. See if we can get some of that. Yeah, nice. If you wonder what that was, sorry, I threw a grenade to break the orange bindings and bring the logs down on them. Right, get ourselves another growler. Oh, now you're probably thinking, why didn't I grab the box? Right, it's because I can hear them. and that means they're too close. I don't want them to surround the area the box is in, sort of thing. So again, we'll just repeat. We'll just throw the 1 this time. So I don't think that second one actually hit anybody last time. I didn't see any numbers for like set them burning or anything. Like you can see now, there's some of them burning away. Okay, we're now up to 200. We've got another one that's 250 for the next, but we've already got that, so that's cool. But we're going to refill our Chicago chopper and then re-pick up the growler. Okay. I'm pretty sure the RPD's filled on the back, or very nearly filled. So we should be good for ammo for a bit. Right. Yep, here they come, and we should have some behind. Yeah, so we've got the 2 convergence points there, or 2 mini hordes converging into a mega horde. So great place to give them a spray down. Although they're going to get on top of me, right, I'm going to roll off the edge there because it's not to take less damage from the fall, it's because they'll be swinging at me. And I find that rolling rather than just dropping means that you're in that sort of safety zone, part of the roll, the middle of the roll where nothing can hit you kind of thing. Sort of a way of not getting hit on the way off the edge of walkways and things. Oh, okay, they must be on the walkway above, but that's fine, because go and jump down. You can just jump down into death if you wish to. It's almost like a disco. Strobe light effect from the gun, because it's in slow-mo. Or surviving. Ah, that's made me drop the gun. Okay, that's a shame. I shouldn't have gone under it. I couldn't have gone over without dropping it either, actually. Yeah, it's one of those issues. So one of the annoying things about it, you're not being able to sling it on your back. But there we go. Oh, we're on this again. Okay. Okay, well, we know what we're going to do. We're just going to go back around, gather up all of the ears, although we're doing fine for ears now. Okay, and like I said, I mean, these are the more boring bits because, unfortunately, there are parts where you just have to sort of run and get yourself reorganised. Oh, no, I was going to get some more stamina, but I won't bother yet. Just wait for them. There we go. See you later, mate. That's a few more kills on the old... I forget the name of it, the one where you got to kill them with... environmental hazards and burning and explosions and things. Obviously, as you can see, we've already had the 1,000 freaker kills. There's a barrel there. That could be useful for a tractor. Right, let's grab the box because I can't hear any. Okay, and we'll wait by this because I don't hear any come in yet and see what it actually gives us. And, yeah, a med. And there you go. See, now we're in potential. Oh, no, that's into the water. Do not jump off there. That's into the water. Let's come down here. Grab some more ears. Oh, crikey. Crikey. Oh, gold. Oh, come on, you can do it. Don't die now. We didn't even make 1 million yet. Come on. Right. Okay. Okay. Let's start dropping these. We can keep that multiplier going. We don't need to lose our multiplier. As long as we can. Oh, crikey, I'm stuck on something. Oh, yeah. Right, so. Back round here. Obviously, grabbing whatever it is we didn't pick up or we've added. We need to add some more ears for the next time we need ears. Well, I'm not sure we'll actually need them now. We've got 670, but obviously, as long as there's people to kill, we can get bullets. Never-ending vendors, if you like. I must admit, I do really like this actual. Oh, toddler. I do really like this this idea for this one with the, rather than picking up ammo boxes and things, you actually choose what weapons you want and sort of buy them with the ears. I think that was a great idea. A very, very novel idea for the challenge. Made it different to all the other horde fights. Great way to actually end the challenges. Brilliant challenge to end it on. So much fun. Although I do still really like the bike challenges, I think this is definitely my favourite non-bike challenge. My favourite horde challenge or combat challenge is definitely this one. But anyway, right, so Let's go back round. In fact, I might get an MG55. We're getting to that point where it might be actually worth upgrading the RPD. As soon as we haven't bought any of them yet, it'll actually probably end up cheaper than the RPD now. It's 80, which is about what the RPD is costing us now. So bear that in mind. Use the RPD while it's cheap, and then upgrade to the MG55. The 45 is not bad in a pinch, but to be honest with you, the other two are better. Right, let's grab our growler. Obviously, I grabbed the box then because that gave us our third one, which ensures our bronze there. Although you really don't need to worry about your sub challenges if you can get to the growler and that. Oh, crikey! Sorry, because I was talking. If you can get to the growler and things, and if you can follow this route, you should have no issues. We'll grab that one and no, not now. That's too close. Okay, let's take him out of this because we know where it is. It ain't going anywhere, and we don't really need it. I'd rather concentrate on the kills because, to be honest with you, that's where the points come from. Well, the majority are. I mean, yes, we've naturally picked up 2 golds and a silver so far. Not far from the third gold actually. 400 explosive burnings or environmental. I'm just going to walk backwards filling up this death alley. Right, I see you on the left. I see you on the left. I see you. Nothing behind this, or the radar roll up there, roll thing get stuck. And obviously I keep rolling, because of the reload thing. Now I know this gun doesn't normally have any extra ammo to reload, but if at any point we run over one of the ones we've dropped, we will grab the ammo out of it and you'll see that 0 change. And again, oh crikey, wasn't paying attention to behind me. Yep. Good time to move. We've just got to think about healing. We don't have half-life. Okay, we're getting close to the million now. Yeah. Let's take one of each. There we go. Now we're like a fruit cocktail. There we go. But like I've said so many times, I love this gun. I mean, I do think it would be a bit OP if you were allowed to carry it on your back and just ride around with this, because there wouldn't be anything that would stand a chance, would there? But having a few key points for the bigger hordes and things, like here in the sawmill, sort of thing, as a weapon you can only use here because you've got to drop it to get on your bike, that kind of thing. There's no replens of ammo for it. It comes with just as it does when we buy it and that, or when you find it in the house in the previous horde challenge. Just have it, I just think it's such a nice weapon. It'd be such a shame not to be able to use it outside of the challenges. On the other hand, though, they have made a few things that are only in the challenges, like the rings and things, so it'd be nice to be able to use those in the story as well. Although I suppose the patches kind of give us similar powers. The extra drop-off on the crossbow would be nice in the game, especially for hunting. But anyway, right, so here we are again in a nice choke point. This time with a much more powerful thing. Ridiculously powerful compared to the others. Right, in a nice way. Right, again, we're empty on that, so let's shift over to the MG55. We'll hit this now, because why not? Now, again, I know I could have stayed there to see what it was, but to be honest with you, I'm happy with the guns I choose to use. I'm not really worried. Although it is nice to get free meds and things now and again. And I wish I could claim that knifing that one in the face because he got too close was my idea, but that was actually a slip on the sort of stop part. I wasn't aiming. I would have slipped onto the air. Just did a stab forward. But yeah, it wasn't part of the plan, but it looked very good. Well done, Sarah. Right, okay. Plenty of time on the multiplier. Just get a nice bit of distance, because I can see on the map there is a lot of them now inside, if you like, coming towards us. And this way they're all ahead. Get some nice scores. Oh, I didn't even notice we're already at sort of nearly 1.25 million. Okay, awesome. I'm just looking at my clock, so we're running on about the 35, 37 and a half minutes, something like that now. Okay. 35, 37 minutes, I should say. Not counting unit travel, that I mean of the actual run. Right, grab some more focus cocktails because we are munching those. And they're cheap. Jump down here, leave for our choke point. One of our choke points. Excuse me guys. Right, oh. Nice. Wasn't aware there was a barrel up there, but okay. There isn't any more. Oh, crikey. Oh, not a good place to get captured by just two little creatures. Right, jump up here because we'll get hit, but they aren't good at jumping up on the high ones. They'll go to the lower ones to jump up normally. Again, get that multiplier back up. It's getting very short, the time bar on it. Okay, don't get inflated. And again, back down definitely. There you go, now we're maxed out on ears. Although, obviously as soon as we buy ourselves a new growler, that's going to take like a third of them. I think we've got the growler up to 300 at the moment, 350, something like that. But either way, it's going to take a lot. But in this now this point of, this is where, like I say, potentially you could carry on from this point for hours, because you're pretty much always going to have hundreds of ears. There's, you know, the potential for unlimited weaponry of your choice. The only problem is now them blocking us from going around, but obviously with a little bit of quick thinking you can just jump over. I mean, again, this is why I use vaulting and not the Lionheart. Like, I'm sure if I was using the Lionheart I could get a lot more out of my stamina cocktails, my focus cocktails rather, because obviously I'd be regaining it. But there is so many things to climb that, you know, I mean, I find that I'm always sprinting. And, you know, having things to climb is so handy when it comes to, because you get back stamina for vaulting from the, I think it's the ram ring, it's called. Bullet rings, the roll ring sort of thing. So that's why I choose those two. But if I was to change one, then I would probably go with the Lionheart over the ram ring. But like I say, there's so much vaulting involved that it just gives you stamina back all the time, which is just so handy. Especially in the first few sort of rotations around the map, because you don't have enough ears to buy the cocktails and the guns and things. Like I say, once you get to this kind of point, let's replan on the ammo for that. Okay, what's it going to get up? Look, we've got them coming already, so let's get out of here and get down before we get trapped. Because like I say, I've got the guns of choice. It would have been nice to get a free growler, but it has a habit of giving me sniper rifles or shotguns, and I don't particularly use either. So I like my automatics. I always have done. Especially in a zombie apocalypse, fully automatic loadouts. Right, let's just grab there we go, there's the one we dropped and we threw down the attractor. Now she hasn't got much ammo left, but she's got some, so let's make use of it. And also it's a good way of showing that if you do drop them, you can come back round and get them. If I should have saved it for when I had one, but trust me, when they're empty, if you run over one you put down, I can't remember where we left the other one, where we climbed under, but I'm sure, no, we don't need an RPD. What am I doing? I've got the MG55 in there. Okay, sorry guys and girls, I say it's only 40 minutes in and I'm already beginning to lose focus. See, I'm now about to waste my time with grenades on a single individual freak, and this is silly. Okay, back at it. This is what I mean, because you don't, I would normally suggest if you reach this sort of point, pause. Do you know what I mean? Smoke a cigarette, have a cup of tea, drink a cup of coffee, a can of beer, whatever it is you need to relax for 2 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever, and then come back, unpause and carry on, because the fatigue does get to you, but obviously I'm doing a tutorial, so I haven't got time for pausing. And obviously I've got to keep an eye on the time because, like I say, we're just past 40 minutes, maybe 42 minutes into the actual run. And obviously, right, let's going to grab this one, the 2 birds with 1 stone. Now that cost us 250, I think. Either 150 or 250, I'm not quite sure. I might have to rewatch the footage on that, but it's expensive, so you get it towards the end. But what that's going to do is that's now added an extra layer of penetration. So to go with our penetration patch from the previous challenge, let's get one of the attractors in there, try and bottle them up. Where's that grenade? Tip of coal. I've got the grenade in there, I'm pretty sure. Let's get another one in there because there's more coming. I'm going to need to heal. We've got time to grab those. Jump up here. Okay, we've got a bit of distance now. Let's get ourselves a growler. Okay, 350 next time. Which we've obviously got enough for. Okay, we don't need to replenish cargo truck. Right? Oh no, that's made me drop the gun outside. I didn't mean to do that. I went too close to the hole. Okay, right, we'll just have to go around. No problem, we've got other guns. And the food's there right on us. Oh, crikey. Right, rolling, obviously always looking for the finished part of their line or a gap. Okay, well, time to take some... No, actually, we haven't got the growler. Let's save him for the growler. But Spoon could do with a bit more time. I don't really like doing it with a 2-minute mark. And I'm going to go on a longer run to try and get back round. Looking at our money, I think what I'll do is I'll buy another growler and we'll grab the other one's ammo so that we've got a growler with double ammo. We could have got 2 growlers in one. And actually show you that you can do that. You can get the ammunition for it. But you have to obviously buy the guns and drop them. I mean, I suppose you could buy 2 or 3 and just drop them in the same place and build up the ammo, maybe. I'm not sure on that. But, again, I've had quite a few practice runs. You know, not complete runs. I'd just decide, right, I'm going to go and look what's over here, and I'd find out what was there, and, you know, either die or not die, but then just sort of reset or restart the challenge. Sort of go in a different direction until I'd found what I was looking for. And pretty much just used the first intuitive route that came to us in our first look, which was using this back, and then I realised by always coming round the back here, we've always got a stock of ears, which is what we need, obviously, for you know, continuation, or you know, not continuity. Yeah, you know, for length of life, if you like. You know, because as soon as we run out of guns, we're kind of dead, because our knife isn't going to stand up to a horse. It doesn't matter how good we are. It's not going to stand up to this many freaks. But anyway, as you can see, letting the multiplier build back up. Right, but I can see they're coming again here on the map. Okay. This could be a good time to grab some more bandages too. Because I know we're low on those and we're getting close to when we're going to have to make what I'm going to call our last stand. Because we're now about the 45-minute mark. And like I say, I cannot upload to YouTube more than sort of 59 minutes. It won't let me do anything over the hour. So it's got to be like 59 minutes, 59 seconds, I think is probably the maximum I can do. So, with that in mind, oh crikey, this is what happens when you're talking at them. Right, quick, get up there. Come on, Sarah, don't let me down. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to kind of grab up, make sure we've got all the right weapons and everything, and then we'll go for a last stand. Not that we're just going to stand still and die, but you know, we'll run our guns out, stop using heals. We'll still use, you know, focuses and things after we've sorted ourselves out, because obviously we're going to need a heal before we start. But so that we've got time to actually, and we'll just go for it and see how many we can get, because I've already increased my score to 1.5 million. I'm not greedy. I don't need to be #1 in the world. I don't know if I could get anywhere near the 270 odd million that #1 has got, but I haven't really got the patience to. The way I do it, you know, as you've seen, I suppose I'd be looking at about 15, 20 hours of doing it like this, and I could probably get that sort of score. And I really haven't got the patience for that, if you understand what I mean. But we do have our 3 golds, we do have a bronze. Although I've already had a silver in the other one. No, I've got actually had a gold in that one. Because I don't really worry about the boxes, to be honest. Right. That's what I'm sort of talking about for a last stand, but that wasn't the actual last stand. That was just me playing it, but... Right, let's get along here, because we're not healed and things. I should have made that the last stand, I should have just healed there, but... Right. Because we are running out of time, we're now approaching kind of 50 minutes, 48 minutes, 50 minutes, something like that. And I don't want this to run over, because I don't want to have to cut any of it out. Because that's just going to obviously sort of ruin the continuity. And you know, make it look like I was sort of cheating or something. I'd prefer it to be legit, you know, because obviously it is, and that's the way I game, sort of thing. I don't like using exploits and cheats and things. I have done, and sometimes I will do if it's the only way I can achieve something. But, and I don't know, I can understand why other people do, especially if they've been spending hours and hours trying to do something, which is when I do it. It gets frustrating, and you're like, right, you know, sod it, let's try the exploit. Like I did on the first one, it was very difficult to get a gold on the surrounded. Now it's not so difficult with all the other patches, but when it first came out it was very difficult, and then they had the exploit with the roof, and yeah, I did make use of it a couple of times. Sort of showed it in an episode as well. But you know, now with the patches it's easy to go back on and get a go. Cool, can you imagine if they'd done surrounded like this? It's so much easier. If they put a growler in surrounded, it would have been a lot easier as well, actually. Just one. Right, here we go. Tell you what, it's a great governor this close. I mean, look, I'm not even getting it. Not yet. I'm sure I will. Oh, there we go. As soon as I was on higher ground, so they could hit me more one level. Uh-oh. Right, roll for a reload, because as you can see, we do have the ammo. Sorry, I should have said earlier while we were picking it up, but I'm pretty sure you'll notice as I ran over it, but grabbed the other ammo. That's why and this one got spare, rather than saying 0 like it's happening. Oh, okay, we're going to roll back then. It's making it more difficult for ourselves, because we do need to end. Come on, you're useless. Oh, God. Right, well, we're not going to heal ourselves, because obviously last standing, as I say, so. But we are, like I say, at the sort of 50, maybe 51 minute mark now. Right, we'll turn here. Can you get us now, guys? I wonder if we can finish off this gun. 2 sets of ammo. Although she's now down to no ammo because of the roll. This is the last. Let's go for this. Okay, let's get a little bit of distance now. I'm going to take a focus cocktail, but I'm not going to take a heal or a stamina. But you might as well have the focus because it makes life a lot easier and more pay for them not use the night. So there should be some grenades in and all sorts, but I'd rather just keep them there. As long as I can see numbers coming up, she's getting kills. Apparently it doesn't cut trees down very well. Okay, let's take them. Where's your mates? Come on. I don't want to lose the multiplier. There's a mate. Oh, here they come. Yeah, cool. Oh. Yeah, more. Oh. I'm supposed to be last standing. Oh well, I suppose I'll find somewhere else to fight from. Yeah, I think this is travelling up with the water behind me. This is not where I normally fight from. Oh, crikey. Crikey. My natural... I should be standing at fight, but my natural thing is to just try and roll. There's the gun, and it's now not got any ammo left in it because we grabbed it the first time, so let's just drop that. In fact, let's grab the idea. Let's go with that little bullpup. It's the one we've still got a little bit of ammo in it. Go on, let's have some of them. Okay, have I got anything with any ammo? Oh my god, I got a full 55. Why wasn't I using this? Why was I using the Chicago chopper? Why did I go... Ow! Oh, yep, and there we go. Right, so... 2,148,000. Awesome. 3 golds and a bronze, and there you go, guys and girls. That's the end of the gold tutorial. So I hope you find this tutorial useful. I hope it wasn't too long-winded, and those of you that did stick around, I hope you actually enjoyed seeing us get the 2 mil. Now, I mean, leave a comment in the section below. What scores are you managing to get on this, guys? You know, have I helped at all? I do hope so. Like I say, if there's any weapons that you're not sure of the locations, or meds, or I mean, I know where med packs are if you'd rather have those than bandages, or although I prefer the bandages, because with the use of all the other patches you get so much out of a bandage, and you can carry 5 of them rather than 3. But there are med packs and things. I mean, if you need to know where anything is, just hit me up in the comments, and I'll either put together a mini-sode, or I will genuinely just leave a comment, reply to your comment. I always reply to as many comments as I can, you know, every one if possible, and I will actually tell you exactly where to find it, or like I say, I'll actually show you if there's a problem. Okay, guys and girls? But that's all for this episode. Thank you for watching, and if you haven't already, please do remember to hit that like button. It really does help the channel a lot. And if you're new to the channel, then please remember to hit that subscribe button for regular episodes on the games we all love to play. And also please remember to hit that bell for notifications of our latest episodes. And please feel free to leave a comment in the section below, especially if you have a question, a suggestion, a hint, a tip, a theory, or indeed any kind of comment that relates to this challenge, to this game, or to this episode. And a huge thank you to all of you who've already subscribed. Your support is awesome, guys and girls, as indeed is each and every one of you. Okay, so before I actually do sign off, just to remind people that in the next Days Gone episode, which should be up tomorrow, I will be starting a Survivor 2, because I believe that's the new hardest difficulty level, but a Survivor 2 New Game Plus playthrough for everyone to enjoy and see what, you know, see what's new, have a look at the new gun, the new bite skins, and obviously I'll bring everything and all of our knowledge and that we can with us through from the New Game Plus to try and make it sort of a more enjoyable, and I'm imagining there's going to be some epic deaths and all sorts of stuff. But anyway, that's all for this episode. As I say, thank you for watching, take care and keep on gaming. I'll see you in the next episode, the one where we start Survivor 2. Laters, guys and girls.